They called her Little Audrey, a silent girl who never spoke, never moved, yet somehow to thousands she spoke louder than anyone ever could. This is the haunting case of Audrey Santo, the comatose child many believed was performing miracles, or something far stranger. It all started in 1987 in Worcester, Massachusetts. 3-year-old Audrey Santo fell into her family's backyard pool. She was pulled out alive, but severe oxygen deprivation left her in a deep, unresponsive state that doctors called an akinetic mutism, or a coma vigil. Her eyes sometimes moved. Her breathing was steady. But Audrey never woke up. Doctors gave her family a grim prognosis. She would never recover. But her mother, Linda, refused to give up. And that's when the strange phenomena began. It started with a single, inexplicable event. A statue of the Virgin Mary in Audrey's room appeared to weep oil. Soon after, other religious artifacts, pictures, and crucifixes began to seep the same mysterious substance. Visitors who came to pray for the little girl claimed they smelled the scent of roses, heard faint whispers, and saw tears on the faces of religious icons. Word spread like wildfire. By the early 1990s, the Santo home had become an unofficial shrine. Thousands of people traveled there, desperate for healing, hoping to witness a miracle. And many claimed they did. Reports flooded in of people whose illnesses seemingly vanished after visiting or receiving some of the oil from the house. Doctors were baffled, calling the healings impossible, but the faithful were convinced it was divine intervention. The Catholic Church investigated but never officially declared the events as miracles, though they didn't dismiss them either. Priests who visited Audrey reported feeling a powerful, sacred presence in her room. The oil was collected and scientifically tested, and the results were ordinary olive oil. Skeptics began to wonder, was this truly a case of faith, or was it a carefully orchestrated fabrication? Linda Santo was fiercely protective of her daughter. Cameras were forbidden near Audrey's bed. Visitors could only see the child through a glass partition, frail, motionless, and surrounded by religious icons dripping with oil. Some accused Linda of creating a spectacle for attention or gain. Others believed she was simply protecting something sacred and profoundly personal. By the mid-90s, Audrey was being called the Sleeping Saint. The family's backyard transformed into a pilgrimage site, with the sick and desperate lining up for hours just to touch the walls of her home. Doctors remained perplexed, not by the alleged miracles, but by Audrey's sheer survival. For 20 years, she remained alive without ever waking, as if suspended between life and death. On April 14, 2007, Audrey Santo passed away at the age of 23. Her death certificate listed cardiac arrest as the cause. But for those who believed in her power, she didn't die. She simply went home. To this day, her room is preserved exactly as it was, with her bed, her photos, and the countless bottles of oil that are still said to seep from the walls. Was it a miracle or a manifestation of collective belief? Faith or fabrication? No one ever proved what really happened inside the Santo home, but the story of Audrey Santo forces us to question the line between what is real, what is divine, and what might lie just beyond our understanding. Thanks for watching. If stories that challenge the line between fact and faith fascinate you, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this case in the comments below. See you in the next video.